Hello, my name is Mr. Horst. And in our last class, we talked about eighth notes and how they apply in 4/4 and 3/4 time. This time, I'm going to be talking about eighth rest and how they apply in 3/4 time and 4/4 time, and also to how they apply to eighth notes. Now, in our last class segment, we talked about how whole notes were. Whole notes, you count them, and if you were to count and clap them at the same time, you would clap like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, an eighth rest, or I'm sorry, a whole rest, applies the same kind of way. It's just instead of actually clapping or playing, you wouldn't do anything at all. A rest means there is no sound coming out at all. So you wouldn't clap, you would just go rest 2, 3, 4, rest 2, 3, 4. Same applies to a half rest, and that's the same as a half note in 4/4 time. It'll be rest 2, 3, 4, rest and quarter note or quarter rest apply the same one 4/4 or the same way in 4/4 or 3/4 time. Quarter rest is just rest, 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 rest. That's quarter rest. Now, eighth rest applies in 4/4 or 3/4 time in this way. It goes like this. Let's talk about an eighth note first, then I'll apply it. Remember, eighth notes in 4/4 time or 3/4 time go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And if you remember the last time in class, I had you all to demonstrate, you clap with me. So you must make sure that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's apply eighth rests. Eighth rests apply in this way. Of course, you don't clap on it because it's a rest, but it'll be rest and rest and rest and rest and. Every time I say and, that's a rest as well. Now, I'm going to show you two different ways to think about applying an eighth rest, okay? First, let's do on a downbeat. Remember, downbeat is on 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's an upbeat, but the upbeat, we'll say that's where the rest is going to be this time. So the way you would apply that is like this. 1, rest, 2, rest, 3, rest, 4, rest. 1, rest, 2, rest, 3, rest, 4, rest. Now, let's change it up. This time, the rest is going to apply, or it's going to be on the what? Downbeat, okay? Now, before I said one rest, this time I'll say rest. And when I do that, that means the and is where the beat is actually, or the sound is going to come. And then on the downbeat, I'll say rest. Rest is going to be where what? The actual rest is where there is no sound. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Rest and 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 rest and. So don't forget, when I was coming out on the downbeat, okay, that was actually where the rest was. And then on end of the beat, that's where actually the sound would come out. And that's the two different ways you can think about an eighth rest in either 3/4 or 4/4 time. Either you could think about the rest coming on the down of the beat, which is like this, and rest and rest and rest and, or it could come, the rest could come on the end of the beat, and that would go like this, and a rest, 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 rest. And that is exactly how the eighth note or eighth rest applies in 4/4 or 3/4 time.